I'm going to see if I can get down to the Crossroads and shoot the tyres out of the spawn vehicle. That's all I really want to do. Well, welcome back, guys, and as you just heard, that's all I was intending to do when I started playing this map, because I didn't have much time, so I thought, oh well, I'll try and do a bit of good work, make a bit of a contribution to my team to, you know, try and help them get off the blocks, but it sort of just went on a bit longer than I expected. So it's quite a nice little video because there's quite a few examples of different sort of styles of play and different ideas and things you should be thinking about doing. Of course, it might come that way, and I think, you know, you might actually pick up some sort of tips. So this is the sort of crossroads, or the Y junction, that I was talking about, and I got here in good time. I even had time to take my hat off. And then I sort of fluff it. I was a bit like premature. I sort of hadn't thought it through because I wasn't really, you know, it wasn't planned out that much. It was all sort of last minute thing. So I didn't really plan when to start shooting and all the rest of it to take the tyre out. I mean, I've got a video that I will probably show you about doing that on Op4 spawn vehicles, which is quite fun. Fucking hell. And then you hear me moaning because I'm taking fire from up there, and that's obviously an MG with the tracers, I imagine. So yeah, it sort of escalates into something that I wasn't sort of expecting. And the reason for showing it is just quite a few nice little moments in it. That isn't one of them, because bloody Op4 ghillies. You know, I might have killed him if he'd been a regular ghillie without the armor. I don't know if I hit him or not, but I'm looking for that guy up there that's shooting me. And I have worked out rough areas. I'm just trying to get it lined up. There you go. That's quite nice, isn't it? But yeah, but there's a few things that you can see that show you sort of you know, different ways of playing, different things to do, and just, you know, being smart, I suppose. Really, I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's all 200 IQ, but you know, it's fairly smart stuff. Apart from the fact that I don't know where the spawn vehicle is, and I messed up shooting its tyres, and now I don't know where it's gone. And you heard me cursing when I was, you know, behind the ruin. But this is where I've come to, and I've damaged myself. That isn't enemy fire, that's me hurting myself. You know, I'm more of a danger to myself than the enemy most of the time, especially if I'm driving a hatchback. But you see me look at the map, so we know where the zone is, and there's a house I want to get to that I think is going to give me quite a nice flanking position. And you'll see that in the distance. Ooh. You see, people get a little bit complacent when they're playing on the stronger team. But yeah, so that's the house behind those bushes that I'm trying to get to. You all know it. Bloody ghillies. Didn't spot him. And I should have spotted him earlier, but I didn't. But it didn't matter. So I still got him. Anyway, this is the house. You know, it's a very popular house. You know, you get people camping in here with machine guns and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it's a good position to be in when the zone's in the right place, if you're careful. And that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to be quite careful here. It's a fairly nice score, but it's the artistry that I like about it. There's lots and lots of nice plays, or nice shots, or what have you. You can see me messing around with my stance because there's people up in the bunker. Here we go.
Quite easy, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, let's be talking about it. And, you know, the first shots on the guy on the top, well, they're fairly straightforward, even with a reflex sight. The second one, well, you know, I'm sure you worked out what I was doing. You know, I just wanted to put a bit of fire on him to get him to move. And, you know, everybody does the same thing. I'm just as bad as everybody else. I'd have moved as well. He moved, and he lined himself up quite nicely. I mean, they're still quite good shots with a reflex sight, but it doesn't take very long to get good with it. You just got to practice. So anyway, at least I have spotted the spawn vehicle. And yeah, inside I'm thinking, yeah, well, I should have thought it had gone down there really, and I could have got set up to rape it. And I was sort of, in 2 months I was thinking, well, I might get to rape it a little bit, but then I'm thinking, well, they're all going to spill out the back, aren't they? And I'm not going to see them unless they go up the hill. But at least I told our team where it is. And again, you see, you know, this isn't super smart play. I'm just quite deep from the window. I'm not deep in the room, but I'm back from the window. I'm using the stance, and I'm not the most dexterous of players. But, you know, I can manipulate the stance reasonably well to present, you know, a small target and then to duck out of view so I'm not spotted. You see me mucking about with it. You see, I mean, I'm slow with it. I'm not super fast, but now I was hoping he'd do the same thing, but he doesn't. That's a ghillie. And we all know about Op4 ghillies. With any luck, that will get fixed. It'd be really nice if they swap the ghillies around so that everybody's got the same Blue 4 ghillie, because the Op4 ghillies are a lot tougher. And now you can hear me listening for the footsteps. And you can see how many rounds I've got. And you're thinking, why didn't you reload? Well, the reason I didn't reload is because you're not sure how smart some of these players are, and if they've heard me going into the reload, then, you know, if they've got a brain, they know that's 4 seconds, that's about enough time to get up and shoot me while I'm reloading. And I'll explain that in a second.
I don't know if you noticed, but I had to aim at his fucking legs.
So that's the decision that I'd made. That's why I didn't reload, because I thought, okay, well, I'll just have to be careful and aim at his legs. And it paid off.
Not bad, is it?
They were quite nice shots. I think that was the ghillie that came out of the bunker. The one that I shot at a second ago. So, yeah, all quite good.
Yeah, I mean, I've run quite a long fucking way to get here. It's not as if I fucking just camped it all the fucking time.
But yeah, I mean, what I'm hoping is that a lot of these little things are illustrating to you, you know, little bits and pieces that you can do that will improve your gameplay and your kill-death ratio, and just make it a bit more satisfying. You know, when things like that come off, and I think, right, okay, I'm going to stick with my 18 rounds or whatever, and I'm just going to have to aim low and hopefully clip his legs. I didn't try and hit his head because it's just too risky with the recoil and the wonky physics and the Russian lag. But yeah, I mean, you might think, oh well, you know, it's all fairly easy, and it is. But most of that is because you're putting yourself in a strong position and you're doing things right, so you're making it easy for yourself.
Oh shit.
There comes the fucking thermals. So yeah, you heard that plink off the glass. So someone was taking a snipe at me, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's not what we wanted to see, is it? And that's the problem with playing Blue 4, is that 95% of your teammates are retarded. Oi, dickhead. Oi! SFX, you fucking idiot. bloody roof campers. Yeah, so I was expecting that building then to get nuked with that guy in there. But as you can hear, there's people creeping around all over the place. So I was hoping he was going to crawl past, and you're thinking, why haven't you pushed him and whatever. And that's basically because I haven't got enough ammo to necessarily win a one-on-one gunfight, especially if they've got valves and things like that. So I'd forgotten that that window was there. It would have been nice to have got him through that gap, but and this is where my sort of local knowledge, you know, I have a bit of a blonde moment and forget the layout of this part of the map. And I did have 2 goes at it, but I couldn't get it quite where I wanted it. So I'm thinking, oh, I'll just fucking push him. And I realise there's a wall there, so he's trapped. I think I've broken his legs. So I was going to say I should have got him because I fucking... Who was it? I didn't think he was going to get out of that compound, even if I hadn't broken his legs. So I was pretty confident that I'd probably broken his legs with that burst. Well, there you go. It's not a bad run, really, is it? Straight off the bat, you know, it's a bit varied. You've seen, you know, several different types of play. I mean, hopefully, it'll give some of you sort of a few ideas as to, you know, what you can and can't do. So I'm going to go and snag his gun. I'm hoping it's a 74 UK, but it's not. But I'm sort of not really paying attention. I'm just getting it, and I want to get back in the house. I realise it's a shit gun. So yeah, I can hear people moving around. You know, I'm really hoping I should get one of them with this. And this isn't a mistake, but it sort of turns into a mistake. You know, I closed the door because I was expecting to get naded and I didn't want to get the blast coming in. Fucking you. There's my reaction. Yeah, I should have opened the door again, but I know, so that I could have sort of, you know, done one of those sort of glitchy leans behind the door. But that's always a bit of a vulnerable position. It's not often I lose charges like that up the stairs, to be honest, and you know, the half mag dumped a Val on me. But I just thought that was quite a nice run and showed lots of different sort of techniques and styles of play. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Please leave a like.